Yo, what's up guys? You're back with your man Tech Nick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. Now today, it's about the latest tech once again. The Nubia Red Magic 3 right over here just released here in China yesterday and is expecting a global launch in the UK and the US markets before the end of May, which is great news. Now before we get going with this unboxing, a very key thing is that this phone starts at a ridiculous $430. Guys, that is ridiculous because what I'm about to tell you right now is going to blow your mind away. This phone has absolutely everything. We have a 6.65-inch AMOLED display with dual front-facing speakers, and that display has 90 Hz screen refresh rate, which is ridiculous. We have a 1 millisecond response time, and if you look at phones such as the Razer Phone 2, that has an 8 millisecond response time, and that is already good. So 1 millisecond is great for those gamers out there, especially you PUBG and Fortnite Battle Royale gamers alike. So other than that, we have an insane 41.7 touch response latency time. Now the fastest out there is around 50 milliseconds, which is indeed the Pixel 3 XL, and this is running on near stock Android, so it should be one of the snappiest and smoothest phones around. We have LED strips at the back, which are RGB and fully customizable. We have touch buttons at the top, which act as triggers. We have liquid cooling, PC grade liquid cooling in here, not just copper piping, guys. Actual liquid running through the phone and paired with an active internal fan. And Nubia states that it has 500% better heat dissipation. So I really want to test that out in a full review. But guys, this is an unboxing here, and I'm so excited to unbox this phone here for you guys. If this isn't a gaming phone, then I don't know what is, but maybe it's pretty good as well when it comes to the camera department and other things. Well, let's go ahead and find out. Without further ado, guys, this is Tech Nick, and let's go. Okay guys, so I have the Red Magic 3 on my left over here and the respective esports case that they sent to me for free, which is really awesome, on my right, which I'll pop on the phone later as well. That's really cool, but let's put that aside for now and let's get to the phone itself. This is indeed the black version, since I did do a poll for you guys and I let you guys decide whether I should get the red or the black version, and you guys all chose black. There's no cover over here, guys, included in the box, and I guess that is why they did indeed send this. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I'll throw this on the phone for you guys later on. And here is indeed the esports case. It actually feels really nice and sturdy, guys. It's got like it's not a rubbery feel, it's like a smooth feel. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pop that on the phone a bit later. Ooh, red cable, I'm digging that. It's like a OnePlus vibe over there. Oh, once again guys, we have Type-C to Type-C, just like the Lenovo. This seems to be a new Chinese thing to do. So remember, this is only Type-C 2.0, so transfer speeds are not going to be the fastest. That is usually the case with these budget-friendly phones. Nevertheless, it's a really awesome cable, and we're going to pop that to the side. So now, Nubia states that, well, everywhere, that they have 27 watt fast charging, and everyone has been saying 27 watt fast charging, but if you take a look here, it indeed says 30 watts. So I'm not sure if the block is just 30 watts or if the phone can actually charge at 30 watts. 27 watts is supported and 30 watts is supported as well. So my take on it is that it only supports 27 watts, though it does pair you with a 30 watts to give that extra juice and make it a little bit more compatible with other devices, which is really cool to see. Okay, so we have the phone over here. Wow, this is metal, guys. This is like old HTC days. I really do enjoy metal phones, and I've really missed it, guys. I must say, this phone feels pretty slim. Oh, that case fits really nice and really snug. We have the LED lights over there. It actually leaves cutouts for everything else over here, and it looks really, really great, guys. It's a really cool looking case. It looks nice and protective as well. So we have a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor. This is not the worst Samsung GM1 sensor. This is the same sensor that was on the Honor View 20 and the Xiaomi Mi 9, which is a really, really great sensor. If you guys haven't seen any of those full reviews, make sure you check those out, because I have done some thorough testing shots on both of those lenses and they come out really great. It's really cool that I don't have to test a whole bunch of other sensors out here, but there is unfortunately only one, so no depth effect, no nothing over here. But one thing I want to get to you guys about on the camera is that this is the first phone in the world to house 8K recording capabilities thanks to that Snapdragon 855 processing chip, and wait for it, 1920 FPS slow motion. Now the highest to date, which is from Samsung, is 960 FPS slow-mo. This has more than double that, guys. I'm really interested to test out how this slow motion is going to work, and I'm not too sure on the quality either. So taking a look around the phone, we have the physical fingerprint reader over here, and it's not too far up either. It's really cool. It's easy to get to, and it has like a really nice feel. I guess your finger is not round, it's actually more like this, which is really cool. But I think the main reason they've done it is because if you take a look around the phone over here, we have these captive buttons over here, which are, and they've indented them too, so you could feel for them when you're playing games. They're touch sensitive for your trigger gaming experiences, which will be really awesome with battle royale games. And then you can also remap the fingerprint sensor as well. So I guess if I'm playing like this and then I kind of use my middle finger to tap that, I mean, I'll have to get used to it, but these feel really natural. So we've got those buttons at the top here, then we indeed have the power button over here, and we have indeed a volume rocker over here, which is not split. We actually have a heat vent over here and another heat vent over here. I have heard reports that the air gets sucked in through this heat vent and pushed out through that heat vent, but I'll have to test that out and let you guys know. Okay, so there's obviously an LED strip at the back over here. These are not LEDs, but they do have a nice little red finish. At the top over here, we do indeed have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is really awesome since this is a gaming phone and you would definitely want that. Taking a look around the other side of the device, we have this little switch key over here, similar to what you would see on an iPhone and a OnePlus phone, but this is not used for sound modes, and I really hope that you can customize it for sound modes for those people that don't necessarily always use games all the time. I would prefer sound mode, but this is used for a game hub, which is really awesome. It picks up all of your games. You can actually change the hertz of the screen, the response time of the screen, and the different quality of your game. So it's almost like Nvidia's GeForce experience, which is really cool. At the bottom here, we actually have this magnetic mount because you can actually get a dock for this phone, and I'll try to get my hands on one for the full review, guys. And then you can plug your keyboard and mouse and everything. I mean, it might be a bit of an overkill, but with the specs that this thing is packing, maybe not. We could even emulate games on this thing. At the bottom over here, we indeed have the USB Type-C port over here, guys, and then we have this wonderful downward firing speaker here. Now that is a speaker, right? And this is a speaker, right? And this is a speaker. Guys, we have 3 speakers here. We have front facing linear DTS speakers. This is gonna sound absolutely incredible. And then we have the top camera over here, which is only a 16 megapixel cam. Nevertheless, it's not too bad, and I can actually see a very slim screen guard over here. Okay guys, so I missed this over here by the mute button. It's actually neatly hidden away, but we do have the dual SIM tray over here. I just wanted to check if there is actually support for micro SD cards, but I doubt it. Nope, there is not, but there is support for dual SIMs. So here is your game space, I guess. It's brought me straight here to have a look at it. Classic games. This is quite cool, guys. Oh, I guess I clicked in it earlier, but there is the phone indeed, guys. It looks pretty great. If you take a look at this massive display, it's already set dark mode in for us here, guys, and you'll see it looks very stock. That is really, really awesome, guys. So there are bezels at the top and bottom, but they're really not that big. I mean, it does look a little bit old school, but this is a ginormous phone, and I guess it's actually kind of better because you won't be touching the sides. When you're holding the phone naturally playing games, shooting like this, you won't be hitting anything else, which is really cool. So there is the LED there, guys. That's really cool. So you can actually choose a whole bunch of different effects that you have with the LED. So you can see this whole stock Android experience over here, guys. It's really epic. I mean, I'm not really the biggest fan of this theme over here, so I'm going to go ahead and try change that. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up this camera. Back camera, picture size, you can see that we can hit it on 48 megapixels, which is great. Back camera video quality. We have 4K 60 FPS, guys. We have 4K 60 FPS. How flippin' epic is that? So 8K is obviously going to be for outdoor use only. It's probably only going to be at 30 FPS as well, but it is actually there. I wanted to show you guys that. You guys see that? 1920 FPS. Both of these 8K and 1920 FPS mode are both stating that they are definitely in beta mode. I guess they're still testing them out, but at least it's here on the launch of the phone, guys. It's really epic. I'll definitely bring you guys that in the full review. Okay, let's go ahead and bring one of my hats down here and take a snap for you guys of what this looks like. So let's go. There's that laser autofocus, which is really great. Take a snap and let's take a look at this photo over here, guys. That's really stellar quality, guys. That is insane. This camera is shaping up to be great. I'll bring you guys a full camera review as well on this phone. I just want to go ahead and check out the facial recognition, and the physical fingerprint sensor at the back here. Let's go ahead and test it out. Wow, that is super quick, guys. Check that out. Okay, let's go. 1, 2. You can see the light on my hand as soon as it comes up. There we go. Really quick, guys. Super fast fingerprint recognition over there. Now let's go ahead and test out this wonderful facial recognition. 3, 2, 1. Success. Okay, now let's test it out and see how snappy it is. Super quick, guys. Let's try again. So damn fast, guys. It's very quick. You can slightly see the lock screen, so it's not the fastest out there, but it is still ridiculously fast, guys. So there you guys have it, the Nubia Red Magic 3. Guys, I cannot tell you how impressed I am with this phone. Starting at just $430, you get a 6.65-inch AMOLED Full HD Plus display with 90 Hz screen refresh rate, 1 millisecond screen response time, and 41.7 screen touch delay, which is incredible to say the least. Other than the screen, we have these two crazy speakers, which I will really get going at testing with some games and media content and bringing you guys a speaker test on this wonderful device. This device is packing in a 5,000 milliampere battery, Nubia's biggest to date. To give you guys an idea, the biggest battery I've had on a flagship phone to date has been the Huawei Mate 20X with a 5,000 milliampere battery as well, but that was limited to 22.5 watt fast charging. This has 27 watt fast charging. So I will also be bringing you guys a charge speed test and battery drain test for this device in the weeks to come. I'm really excited to be using this phone, especially when it comes to the camera. And though there is only one lens over here, guys, it is a 48 megapixel IMX 586 sensor with the capability of 4K and 1080p 60 frames per second. Yeah! And 8K resolution recording, a first for any smartphone company in the world. Other than that, we have 1920 FPS slow motion recording, which doubles the highest out there right now. Other than that, when it comes to gaming, we have liquid cooling in here. We also have an active fan, which is really great. We have these epic little triggers at the top, and we have this wonderful LED strip at the back here, which looks really incredible, guys, and I'm really happy that Nubia have stuck with it through all of their gaming devices since their first one released the beginning of last year. Other than that, I have noticed that since we did the unboxing, you can actually enable a little LED logo at the bottom over here, which is in constant red, which is really cool, and you cannot change the color of it, but it is their signature logo and it is LED all the time, which is epic. So this phone is incredible to say the least, guys, with a Snapdragon 855 processing chip in it, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. I think I'm ready to make this my daily driver and give you guys a seriously comprehensive review on this device. I am so amped to get this going and actually kickstarting my Android gaming, which died quite a few years back. Guys, this is Technic. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did unboxing the Nubia Red Magic 3. Until next time, this is Technic.